update my freaking title. Did not mean to do that.
It's all good. But
Okay.
everybody, they really do hate the running backs. We have come to that conclusion.
Absolutely hate the running
Let me
backs.
update this. Let me update this anyway. But yo, it is your boy West Coast. We are live in the building, man. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing, man? Say, man, I woke up to someone punching me in the face this morning, man. It was not my kids telling me to wake up. Man, it was some breaking news, man. So here we are, Cowboys Uncut, here to bring its news to you guys like no other, man. It is your boy West Coast Cowboy. It is your boy Landlord from Alabama, and it is your boy HTM from HTM. Andy Demore, I kind of stop saying it. Henny Demore from HTM Sports over there chilling in the liquor store. You feel me? So, yo, we are here, and let's get this thing popping, man. You guys already know whenever West Coast goes live, there's two things you guys must do. First thing you guys got to do is you must share the content. So I need every single person that's available to share the content right now. Next thing I need you guys to do, there's this thing called stars. There's this thing called super chats. I need you guys to hit those. What are those things? They only allow us to go to things like the sports con, go to training camp, go to the draft, so that we can bring you guys more unadulterated, uncut Cowboys content like you guys love it. So make sure you guys hit that share button and make sure you guys hit that star button. Hey, man, we only got about 50 minutes, so we about to jump right into it, man. Hey, listen to me. Everybody do your job. If you're a sharer, share. Shouldn't have to tell you. If you're a giver, give. You feel me? If you're a supporter, support. Let's get into the comment. Say, man, so I woke up this morning to Zack Martin saying he might not be in LA this year. HTM, go ahead and give us the lay down on what happened, and then I want Landlord to give us the first opinion on it. So HTM, you explain to us what happened. Landlord, you tell us your opinion, and we'll go from there.
So yeah, man, like I woke up, it was hump day, like damn, I'm ready for the weekend. I'm ready to get off. Then, I just got on the Twitter feed, and I saw that Zack Martin is not happy. Right? He said he ain't happy, boss. He ain't trying to work. He ain't trying to do nothing. He said the money is funny and it's not a laughing matter. So what was reported was that Zack Martin feel that he is underpaid. He is not happy with his contract, and he is probably not going to report to training camp unless they pay the piper.
What's your thoughts?
Well, they saying that the reports say that he's scheduled to make about $7 million less than, the other top guards in the league. And, that's a problem. I think it is time for the Cowboys to pay the piper. You already know. I say Dollar Bill Jones don't like to pay these country boys nothing. We hear discussions about Trayvon Diggs as well. So they need to just pay up, man. It costs money to have top players in the NFL. I just did a whole sermon about paying the running backs in the league, but the Cowboys don't like to pay anybody. And I just seen another report saying about Terrence Steele they thinking about having like a Cowboy for life deal with him. But you already know when they talk like that, they want to have like the longest contract ever, just so they can still find a way to get over as far as the numbers go. So
the Cowboys,
the Cowboys do not want to pay anybody. That's what it looks like.
The only contract you should be doing for life is marriage. Can we all agree?
Yeah.
I see. Listen to me. The only person I've seen have a contract for life that didn't get screwed was Allen Iverson with his contract with Reebok. He gonna get $18 million in 6 years. You know what I'm saying? But Reebok ain't even worth $18 million. So I'm curious to know how you gonna get that money.
They're gonna file for bankruptcy.
I'm like, I ain't bought a pair of Reeboks in so long. I'm like, how's he gonna get that money?
Reebok back jumping, man. Reebok back jumping.
Oh, he must got him in. You got to come
cash money.
Yeah,
he got cash money. Right.
See, the money was placed in the trust back when they were balling, so he good.
He must be selling them in the liquor store. That's why he must got to sell.
Hey, you didn't know? If you buy a bottle of Hennessy, you will get 2 pair of Reeboks.
You find out he just bought 15 boxes of classics.
I don't think it's no more trapped out shoe than a Reebok though, bro. Like that might be the most
Reebok
super trap.
That Reebok classic, boy.
With the scrap on that thing.
With that thing.
Hey, more classics than a dope runner.
All right, so let's give them some thoughts on this. So real quick, listen to me. You guys know I am an extremist. You know what I'm saying? I'm an extremist. You know what I'm saying? I believe if you jump off sides, why not hit the quarterback? F it. Why not?
You're already wrong.
You're already getting in trouble. Why not? Listen to me. If the coach gonna yell at you, he gonna just yell louder. That's all he gonna do. It's gonna be the same words. He's gonna talk louder. So I'm aggressive.
One more thing before we move on. I forgot to say this.
We ain't gave our opinions on this.
Yeah, this gonna be real quick. The top guards that I seen, I believe Zach is the oldest. You got to take that into consideration too. I think he's like the oldest, like by 1 year, I believe though. So out of the other top guys, I believe he's the oldest.
Well, can I say this in regards?
I'm sorry, I'm not taking that in consideration because you don't know why? Because even though these dudes are older than me, they're older,
not better.
Yeah, they're only older than me because they were
younger than you.
Yeah. they were born after me. You know what I'm saying? I can't help it.
Yeah, listen, that man made an all-pro team last year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he would consider, I think he was first team all-pro, if I'm not mistaken, right? So they said that he was the best offensive guard in the National Football League.
They just rated him 99 on Madden.
On Madden. So you in the 99 Madden club, you made an all-pro selection, and you're the best offensive lineman that we got.
Hey,
he was on the all-decade team.
Hey,
all-decade team.
You know what people are really doing though? You know what people are really missing though? I'm gonna tell you the real point people are missing. I'll tell you the real point that folks is really missing. I'm like, before I tell y'all this point, I need y'all to share though. Listen to me, I can't just be giving my diamonds away no more for free, man. Listen, y'all ain't hit the share button yet. You ain't hit the subscribe button. We still got 57 total people watching, man, on my content, man. So what's up, bro? What's up? What's up? Y'all getting this fire. Y'all know I'm going to training camp next week. You know you're gonna be watching it. Listen to me. Don't be one of them dudes that don't share my content, and then as soon as training camp coming, I love West Coast. I love you too. But I need you now. I don't need you next week. I need you right now. You know what I'm saying? Support the content. You feel me? I'm gonna give y'all my little gold nugget. Watch this. And ask you a question. If Zack Martin wants a contract, you know what that really means, fellas? It means he wants to continue to play. If that's not the best news I've heard all day, you telling me Zack Martin wants more money because he thinks that he can continue to play and be the best guard in football? Yes, I will pay him to try to figure that out. Like you think you can listen to me, man? How many times have you jumped in a car with your homeboy knowing he was up to no good and your ass still got in there and trusted him? And guess what?
The only bad thing about it is you got dollar bill negotiating. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. Zack Martin, there's certain things that Jerry will play around with, and there's certain things that he won't play around with. Zack Martin is not, and y'all remember this is the second time he's had to threaten. The first time he had to threaten and hold out to get a contract. And then Stephen Jones said in a report that he came to practice and saw Zack Martin's he saw his
car
parking. He saw his parking. Yeah, his car is the same thing. He saw his parking spot was empty, and it just looked so out of place that they just had to get him on the line. So listen to me. I love what you said, landlord, because guess what? The Cowboys ain't racial. The only color they see is green. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a damn who you are. They not trying, and it's not even that they're not trying to pay you, but it's like this. The Cowboys are under the experiments like this. If you don't want to fight for your money, they're not going to fight to give it to you. But if you say something, like, you know that dude that owe you money, but they'll only give it to you if you say, hey, man, don't you owe me some money? Oh, yeah, I got it right here. So you was going to just stand around me right now without giving my money.
You wouldn't go initiate it, huh?
Yeah, they're not going to initiate it, but now that he's like, oh, man, yeah, I need my money. Oh, man, come on, man. You know we were going to get you the whole time.
Yeah.
Like,
you think they're going to do him right?
I know they're going to do him right. I mean, my prediction, honestly, is that Zack Martin gets paid, but that he gets a restructure in his contract probably by the end of the week. Listen to me, man. You cannot go in a training camp without Zack Martin. First off, you're going to have two brand new guards on. You don't even have a guard to replace the guard that you lost in free agency. You have not replaced Connor McGovern. How can you replace Zack Martin? Listen to me. If Zack Martin is not on this offensive line, Dak Prescott, if I'm him, I'm not playing. Because guess what, bro? It's not worth me going out there playing. Listen, with Tyler Baez and two guards that haven't played guard. Now, don't get me wrong. Granted, one is Tyler Smith, because Tyler Smith will have to play guard.
He will be playing guard anyway.
Oh man.
Think about if Zach doesn't come back, the only person on your offensive line who started in the position that he played last year is your center.
Yeah. And listen, you gave them too much credit.
Four different players.
You gave them too much credit. You said they didn't replace McGovern. Boy, they ain't replaced Ronald Leary, boy. You gave this, and listen, McGovern, you don't even count him. He was not supposed to be starting any damn way. He was a replacement level guard any damn way. He just had to start for the Dallas Cowboys because we're cheap. But they did not replace Ronald Leary. We already know, the health concerns that we have with somebody like Tyron Smith. We know that Terrence Steele is recovering. We already talk about the Dallas Cowboys trying to rush people back. Things like that. So his question might be in question. So you're right. The only person that is going to be healthy and ready to go that's been playing at their position at a high level is Tyler Biadasz. So that is cause for concern when you think about it. And let's be honest about something else. It's not like the Dallas Cowboys were a good blocking line when Zack Martin was there. Like we were 18th in quarterback hits, 18th in pressures, right? We were like 22nd in pass block win rate. Like we were like bottom of the pack in protecting the quarterback. Dak Prescott's a gangster. He know how to maneuver that pocket to get the ball out. So if you're telling me the offensive line is going to get even worse, you're right. Dak Prescott need to call Todd Francis like, hey man, how much money do I got to put back?
Do I need to go million? In on?
I got 10 million. I got 10 million put back. Okay, I'm gonna miss all the training camp too.
Yeah. Do I need to go in on paying Zach his money? Do I need to chip in with Jerry to get it done?
He's gonna drop an envelope with a couple $1 million at his front door. He gonna say they're going fishing. When he look inside the tackle box, he gonna see the money.
yeah. You got to do this underhanded. You got to find a way to get it done though. So you right, man. That'll raise my red flags if I was Dak Prescott. If I see them playing around with Zack Martin contract, like nah.
Not work. I'm not coming to work, bro.
Yeah.
You got to think about this. Without Zack Martin, you're like this. Without Zack Martin, bro, it's gonna set your offense back. Listen to me, Cap. Listen, fellas, it's the emergency check. It's time to have that conversation.
Say it ain't so, West Coast.
What conversation we having?
The conversation that we typically would have toward the end of the season or after a major injury. And that is, listen to me, you only have like one or two things you can, like you have some problems that you can fix with 4 or 5 different wrenches, 4 or 5 different handlers, 4 or 5 different answers. Listen to me, man. There's only one way to salvation. There's only one way to get this thing right. And I'm going to tell you this right here. If Zack Martin is not on this team, if he's not able to do what he's able to do at a high level, because you got to think like this, if he's not in training camp, does that also mean that there's a chance that he may not come when he's ready to come in the position that he's supposed to be ready to come? I don't know. Zack Martin's never done this before. So we don't know. Praise God. Think about this. Y'all hated Zeke. Y'all hated Zeke when he held out, but imagine how much you would have hated Zeke if he would have held out and not been in shape or not been able to produce the day he got to work. Think about that. That's something amazing that Zeke did. Zeke did not come to training camp, but yet when he showed up, he was 100% in shape, 100% ready, and 100% did his job. I'm not saying Zack Martin's going to be able to do that, but I'm saying I don't know.
Man.
That's too much of a chance. I don't know. What if he just sits back and eat milk duds for 6 weeks?
Damn, milk duds?
Offensive linemen tend to get big when they don't do nothing, bro.
Man.
His name is The Glob on Instagram, so.
He called himself The Glob, but he is a big-ass dude. I ain't going to front to you.
You might not want to play around with him.
But listen, man, this is horrible timing. We're being honest.
Horrible.
Because you got to think about it. We were already concerned about the Dallas Cowboys paying Trayvon Diggs. We were concerned about them getting the Dak Prescott deal done, what should have been done in our opinions, right? We were concerned about what they're going to do with CeeDee Lamb coming down the pipeline. We were concerned about how Michael Parsons would react if they didn't pay him the moment he was able to be enumerated. So, to add something else on top of it, man, where they already have an issue and a bad track record of paying the people that needs to be paid when they need to pay them. So don't get me wrong, they eventually drag their feet long enough and get it done. The issue is, like with Dak Prescott, waiting and seeing costs you $10 million per year. You know what I mean? Like waiting and seeing cost you. Waiting to see with Amari Cooper, he almost left. If he had a better contract, he just came back wanting to play for the Dallas Cowboys. So you almost lost him.
And you traded him 18 months later.
Then you traded him 18 months later. Wes, can you please stop there? You're hurting my feelings. Like I it's trauma. Like I've been at therapy. My therapist said, that things like that won't happen to me no more. I got to be positive. You open up old wounds, man. You got to calm down. You got to
Scarred for
calm
life.
down.
Scarred for life.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, bro. Like you don't like, bro. They traded you to the Browns, bro. Like that's like one of those things that's like
And then he went crazy.
he went crazy.
Oh Jesus.
He's supposed to did that in silver and blue.
Y'all be calling on Jesus. Jesus, like, man, I can see the future. I could have told y'all that wasn't gonna work. Like, you want to call on me now?
I've been calling on you, Lord. Jared Jones ain't been picking up the line.
Yeah, he said I can't do that with Steven and Jerry. I'm sorry.
Jesus, like, bro, Jesus, like, I can literally see in the future and tell you this is not gonna work, and they won't listen to me. So,
hey, Miss Green. Miss Green says someone gonna have to take a team-friendly deal, and that someone is the team. The team is gonna have to take a friendly deal and pay everybody because they know they need them.
We do not take team-friendly deals. You want to know why? Because I need you guys to understand this complex. Shout out Q Dog with the $5 super.
Hey, he said if Zach gets paid before Diggs, man, watch out. If they don't pay a 6-time All-Pro Hall of Famer, what's did they say to Michael Parsons? Facts. We might have to hold 2 holdouts. And hey, Q Dog, that actually got you an extra ticket entry because you sent before, so that put that you sent $5 before, so that actually puts you at the 10 for the raffle entry. So salute to you, brother.
And I'm gonna salute to you. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right here. If Zack Martin doesn't play, you are instantly regretting giving Tony Pollard that franchise tag instantly. Why couldn't Zach say this yesterday? Listen, on my mama, like I think Zack Martin and Tony Pollard are working together.
Think about this.
Because, bro,
when do he have the most leverage? Right now. That's smart play. This is chess.
Right now.
This is when he got the most leverage. You want to see that big 70 at your training camp, sir? Pay him then.
Somebody said West Coast, you were wrong. The year Zeke came back, he only had 862 yards rushing that year.
Zeke came back from a holdout after the 2018 season, right? Because it was before 2018, right?
Yep.
The 2018 season, Ezekiel Elliott was the leading rusher of the NFL. He won a rushing title. He was an All-Pro selection. I think your time frames are messed up, sir. The year that he got suspended is when he had under 1,000 yards. When he held out, he came back and he was still Ezekiel Elliott.
So what does that mean, C. Hayes? That means when my cousin drops those T-shirts, because he's my cousin right now. When he smack you like that, I gotta get some of that credit because his mama and my mama, we all related. It's in me somewhere. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, man. When he dropped them All Stats Matter shirts, you need to get one. They only went like $25.99. If you're oversized large, maybe $30 if you're 2X. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 2018, Ezekiel Elliott had 304 carries, 1,434 yards, 6 touchdowns, average 4.7 yards a carry, and average 95.6 yards a game. He also gave you 3 receiving touchdowns and 567 yards, and he was one of your leading receivers on that team because he actually had 95 targets and 77 catches. So he went crazy that year. Still, he had over 2,000 yards from scrimmage.
And I'm gonna tell you what's even more crazier. I'm gonna tell you the craziest thing I've heard in a long, long time. And you know what? When you're a Cowboy fan, you be thinking, their Cowboys are screwing us. But you know what I learned yesterday? Every running back in football is getting screwed. Bro, did you know that Josh Jacobs tried to get paid last year after having a really good season? They told him no, and then he came back and damn near doubled, put up ridiculous numbers the very next year on a 1-year deal. And guess what the Raiders did? Did not pay him again.
They had that man sitting outside in his car waiting on him. You ain't hear that? They said he was sitting outside of practice in his car waiting to try to get his deal done.
Bro, that is freaking ridiculous.
This is crazy, bro.
Man.
See, when you think about this, you'll be caught up in the Cowboys and you'll be like, damn, listen, there are certain positions in football that I will say uniformly that the NFL at these owners' meetings have decided we are not playing that anymore. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If we all, listen to me, I'm going to give y'all an example right now. All 3 of us live in a community. It's 5 houses in that community. Henny's a Cowboy fan. And listen, we all have ownership in this community. It's a community ownership, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a Cowboy fan. Landlord's a Cowboy fan. I'm a Cowboy fan. We put a clause in our contract that says any news, any rules that have to be done in this housing community, since there's majority of us, has to go through us. So you know what I tell Henny? Hey man, you know it's not legal, but yeah, don't. When somebody try to buy your house, if it's not a Cowboy fan, don't sell it to them. Okay.
Hey man, you know, I'll just put some stuff on the documentation. I'll just say they failed their background check.
Yeah, and then landlord, hey, if a Cowboy fan get approved, I mean, if an Eagles fan gets approved to buy your house, then this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull up in your house and just pull up all ghetto and just jump out, I'm gonna park right in the front yard.
Letting the switch off and stuff.
La, 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 la. Oh my girl, like you touching on
Put a
my
40 in your hand.
Oh my girl. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Since there's us, since we since we own the community, guess what we can do? We can control what happens in the community.
Facts. If we want all blue and silver doors, that's what it is.
Exactly.
You
and we're gonna put in your lease that you can't change it, mother.
So a better example, Henny the Moore is the Chargers. Landlord is the Falcons. We all come. I'm the Ravens. Why am I going to listen to all three of us say, listen, I know I'll be the Raiders. Hey, I know I got the best running back in football, but I ain't gonna pay him. Okay. Giants, Henny. Y'all got Saquon.
Man.
But guess what? If I don't play Jacobs, guess what? You ain't got to pay Saquon. Why? Because Jacobs have better stats.
Then I'm the Falcons. We finna do Bijan super bad.
Super bad.
We finna do him so dirty.
Super bad. Hey, real quick, let me get this super from Q Dog, man. He said running backs, box safeties, and inside linebackers don't get paid. They really don't.
Hey, and let me show you how you do Bijan dirty. Hey, Falcons, this is what I want you to do, right? I want you to draft Bijan so that everybody still thinks we love running backs, okay? This is what we're gonna do though.
Check this out.
Hey, wait for the twist. Hey, remember, in every lick, in every hustle, you gotta do what? Wait for the twist. Okay? Because it's gonna look legit, and then it's gonna be like, wait, what? What
happened?
Listen.
What? So this is what you're gonna do. I want you to draft him in the first round, okay? Then I want you to play him on his 5th-year option. That's 5 years, right? Then after his 5th-year option, when he thinks he's gonna get paid,
franchise
tag. And then guess what? Don't trip, because we got your back. What do you mean you got your back? Because we're not gonna pay anybody else. So when you franchise tag him, it'll probably be lower. Or at worst case scenario, his franchise tag will go from $10.5 million to $11 million. Oh my God, that's $11 million. That's a lot of money. No, it's not. It's only $500,000 difference from the previous year.
Mm-hmm.
Man, think about doom and gloom for running backs, bro. I don't even want to talk about that. No. It was sad yesterday discussing the future of a running back.
But think about how much money that is, though. That's not a lot of money.
If the NFL doesn't manually do something about it, it's gonna get bad, bro.
It's getting ugly, bro.
It's gonna get bad.
Because look, this one thing I said this on Sky Show today. Shout out to Skywalker. I was like, man, when you think about it, the reason that you can't invest a whole lot into running back is because of how physical the position is. You literally, it's like they damned if they do, damned if they don't. Think about it. Like, that's the reason you don't want to pay them, because you know the wear and tear that comes with the position. They don't last long because they got all this contact they getting every down. They either blocking or getting hit. You see what I'm saying? So now the owner's looking at it like, hey, I can't invest into that. But at the same time, the running back's like, look, we the warriors out here. You see what I'm saying? We the gladiators out here. I did the top 3. I believe the most contact is in the trenches. Then possibly you can go either or linebacker or running back. Them the most contacts of the football to me.
I say running back because even linebackers have plays where they don't get involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could be the spy on the play. They could be in coverage on a play. You know what I'm saying? They could be their responsibility could be to running back out the backfield on a play where the ball ain't thrown to them. Right. So, like, there's not even a guarantee that the linebacker going to get contact every position. Running back is damn near guaranteed unless you got a running back that you like just sitting out on routes all the damn time, which you probably don't.
But do you see how much of an oxymoron that is? Like, it's a lot of contact, but I don't want to pay you. It's one of the most physical positions, but I don't want to pay you because of that. Like that's crazy. Like, so how you gonna find good work out here? After a while, it's gonna be like, I don't want to do running back. You do it. Get somebody else to do it. Like they said on TikTok. Get somebody else to do it. Ain't nobody gonna want to play running back. Just like Derrick Henry said, he said basically just take it out of football then. If y'all want to do it like that, just take the running back position away.
He says, I'm completely different when you are doing the tackles versus receiving the tackles. Offense will always take more damage. You want to know why, Christopher Giles? Because the offense is the side of the ball that you're getting contact. Like on the defense, not as much because you can just kind of be around the ball. But in every defense I ever played in, they always believe in 5 hats on the ball. So we were always, you never wanted to be not seen, with your helmet on a football or on a player. But typically, most offenses, I agree with you, Christopher. I agree with you. Offense, you're going to take some type of contact. And that's what I was screaming about Zeke. People only give credit for the things that he did, that he did. And that is what? Running the football. But no people really give him credit for the things that he did, that the other 25 plays that he was on the field. I gave an example yesterday on the Personal Corner. Hey, if you guys aren't watching it, you guys every Monday at 3 o'clock, I'm on the Personal Corner Twitter with Dez Bryant and the Personal Corner team. We have it's a great show on there. Dez is very, very interactive. He even has a time at the end that you can even ask him questions and things like that. I'm always on there. If you guys want to check me out on there, Monday at 5 p.m. Central, make sure you guys come through there and check that out. But oh man, where was I going with that? Where was I going with that? Let me know. Where's I going?
I don't know. You got to lead us back to the water, man. I believe in you. Hey, we call a landlord Moses.
I know. It was just the last point I made before that, because I went to give him a shout out. It was something we talked about on the show. Either way,
was it a Diggs contract?
Well, we can talk about that now if you want.
Let's talk about that.
Hey, the point I was making, y'all know, man. Hey, go to the Personal Corner. Go on their Twitter page right now. You can watch the whole content right there. Whatever I was talking about, it's important. But hey, we can go. Let's talk about Diggs, man.
It'll come back. He said you were talking about.
Hey, man, Christopher, you a real ass Cowboy fan. That's what I said. I said that the Dallas Cowboys nation and fans in general, in football fans, the NFL likes to only pay you when you have the ball in your hand or when you're involved with the ball in your hand. But there is more times when the ball is not in your hand and you're working. Because think about this. Zeke only ran the ball 14 times a game on average, but he was still averaging 30-something plays a game. So think about this. Zeke was actually doing more non-running back stuff than he was actually doing running back stuff. So to be honest with you, that's why I was so big on folks, because I'm like, he's technically doing more non-running back stuff than running back stuff, because he's only running the ball 14 times. So what is he doing the other 16 plays?
They had him basically a glorified O-lineman too, an honorary O-lineman too.
And guess what, landlord? He doesn't get paid for the other 16 plays.
He doesn't.
Even though he's on the field. He doesn't get, like Drake said, there's no trophies. There's no trophies for those other 16 plays.
Listen, at the end of the day, when they come to the contract negotiations, they're gonna look. He had this many carries, this many yards, this many touchdowns. He caught this many passes, this many yards per play. Well, we're gonna pay you this, and this. Like, hold the hell on, man. Like, hold the hell on. I was out there being a lead blocker on plays. I stopped the quarterback for getting sacked like 13 times this season. I saved his life. I saved his life once.
They're gonna be like, well, that was cute, but we didn't ask you all that.
Oh, my mama.
How many touchdowns you had, bro?
Yeah, unfortunately, as important as it is, right? As important as blocking is for a running back, especially in most pro style offenses, where they are going to be responsible for the hot guys and everything else, they're never going to really pay you for that. Unfortunately, if you're a fantastic blocker and they deem you to be a declining runner or anything like that, or a replaceable runner, they will not re-sign you. If they deem you as a super below average blocker and an amazing runner, they will still give you some money for some reason, and that's messed up.
Yeah, Coach Marv had said a good comment on my show yesterday where he was like, it seemed like the NFL trying to make this like a glorified 7-on-7 flag football style, you know what I'm saying, game like this, because the physicality is already diminishing rapidly. We barely get the normal physicality like we used to. But go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, I just feel like that was a good comment what he said, man, because it seems like if I kind of lost my train of thought. Then go ahead, go ahead.
My bad.
You good?
This is what I think.
Messed me up.
This is what I think, landlord. I think that this is a domino effect. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. I feel like this Zack Martin, him not getting paid, him getting paid, like this is low key some Titanic iceberg stuff. Like this is gonna be one of those things because you know they hit the iceberg and 4 hours later the boat shrank. Same. They didn't hit the iceberg and then they literally hit the iceberg and kept going for 2 hours. Right. So this might be one of those things where it might feel okay because in training camp you're not gonna see pads. Like you're gonna have pads, but like you're not gonna really miss Zack Martin until week 1. And I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. If Zack Martin's not on this offensive line, you know what all of spring, OTAs, training camp's gonna be about? Replacing Zack Martin.
Unfortunately.
And then guess what happens when he comes back? Then you got to scrap that plan and go back to a new plan. Listen to me. I don't give a damn what anybody say. One thing my organization does not do well against is change. And I'm going to tell you this right now, whether it's positive or negative. The Cowboys, when we first got Amari Cooper, we lost the first game. We did. Coming off that bye, we lost them. And then we went 7 straight games. Go look at the Cowboys record after a bye.
Abysmal.
And listen to me, that has nothing to do with Mike McCarthy, has nothing to do with Jason Garrett. It has to do with all of them. All of them. We are not good when it comes to. That's why your boy West Coast be so afraid of getting the number 1 seed. I'm intimidated. Think about this. Look at 2 years ago, 49ers.
The only thing the buy is like you got a chance to get lucky, kind of like Philly did. You know what I'm saying? You get a couple of injuries, you might get an upset. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen when you get that week off, though, at the same time. It just never really fell in place for the Cowboys, unfortunately.
Yeah. And listen, 2016, if I don't think the bye messed us up. I think the game plan messed us up. We had been a running team the entire season, but we started the game out trying to throw, and we got behind. Then Zeke and Dak Prescott got us back in it, but we ended up losing the game 34-31. Well, all that stuff could have been avoided. We could have used the same formula we used to beat the damn Green Bay Packers the first time, but. To your point though, I do believe you're right. Like change is not something that the Dallas Cowboys have, come to terms with. I should say that should be the verbiage I use. Come to terms with, because for the most, at least on the offensive side of the ball, right? Because defensively, you miss a guy here and there. You can miss a DeMarcus Lawrence and have Michael Parsons play DN, and that stuff will keep rolling. Dan Quinn has proven that he's a fine-tuned architect, in terms of keeping the defense in line. On the offensive side of the ball, when we lost Amari Cooper, we felt that shit all year. Like when Jay Washington didn't pan out, we felt that shit all year. What the other boy, Dennis Houston didn't pan out, we felt that shit all year.
It's really amazing that that's why I say we kind of did better than we probably should have without him. You know what I'm saying? Because any other stuff that we did to prepare ourselves for losing Coop, it really didn't work out. None of it.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I just got a tweet that the Jets are all of a sudden calling Denzel Mims. And I talked to Denzel Mims' dad last year, who's one of my subscribers. Shout out to my dog. And it's crazy because the Cowboys called Denzel. I know for a fact the Cowboys were interested in him last year, but the Jets weren't trying to move him. Now all of a sudden the Jets are now trying to move him. I'm curious on what that would be. And literally this just dropped 16 minutes ago. Cowboys scoop, Jets calling Dallas Cowboys offering wide receiver Denzel Mims in trade. What are y'all thoughts on that real quickly? It literally just came out right now. I
mean, can you have too many weapons? Is there such a thing as having too many weapons?
They said the Cowboys are interested.
I'm about to post it right now.
Yeah, they say that. Hey, listen, you can't really have too many weapons, especially in a West Coast system. It's predicated on throwing the ball, attacking defenses horizontally and vertically. So you need as many playmakers as you can. Denzel Mims is a big dude that runs like a 4-3. If bring him in. You brought in Tyron Johnson. I think he's better than Tyron Johnson just from a pedigree standpoint.
What are you giving up in?
Huh?
What are you giving? What are you giving up? And what do you get? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bag of bacon. About a bag of bacon. No, for real, like a very low draft pick. Like Denzel Mims has not had a productive career. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of that has to do with the quarterback situation up there in New York. You know, we had our guy. What the boy we used to have? White. You know, White was out there quarterbacking for him. You know, that boy that they drafted in the first round who failed was quarterbacking for him. They had all these other, they had a quarterback carousel of mediocre people. So you know, like I didn't expect him to have great passing receiving numbers. So yeah, like
that Rick ever throwing to him too. Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson was throwing to him. Then Mike White, who was a former Dallas Cowboy, was throwing to him. And then I think the boy who lost his job like 30 times. He's a 49er now. What's his name? Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Not Aaron Donald, Sam Donald. Shit.
Sam Donald.
Yeah. So Denzel Mims, give him like a 6th round pick. I'm gonna say not even a 5th. Give him a 6th round pick. You know, say you're welcome and bring him on in here so he can play with a real quarterback.
Hey, and let me tell you this right here, man. If you do that, I would think that you could probably get him from almost nothing, right?
Yeah.
He's on a better contract. What's his contract right now? I know he's on a better contract than probably. I think he would if you bring in Denzel Mims, he's only been in the league 2 years, so I would think was he a first round pick? Yes, he was. So he should have 3 years left on his contract.
Let me see.
He's either gonna have 3. He's gonna have 2.
Flacco was a jet quarterback for.
He's gonna have 2 with an option, or he's gonna have 1 with an option.
So let's see. He came in the league in 2020. So 2020, 2021, 2022. If I got to make sure he's a first round pick though. He was 2nd round pick. He was 59th overall. So 7th round pick. 7th round pick for my boy.
They're not, I don't the 7th. They're not giving him the 7th.
What else can you get for? Listen, Denzel Mims for his career.
The Cowboys aren't. I'm not giving up no pick. I'll give you a player. I will give you a player. You want to know why? Because listen to me, if you trade for him and don't have a roster spot, you're gonna have to cut someone anyway.
Who are you gonna give up?
Oh no, you got one free roster spot right now.
Yes, but I need to save that for training camp. You know what I'm saying? And Zack Martin just said he may not show up. So yeah, I gotta listen to me. It's gonna take 2. You need to hold off 2. You need to have 2 open spots just in case Zack Martin doesn't come. Because bro, if Zack Martin doesn't come, you're gonna have to bring in 2 different dudes.
Oh, but hold on, you only got 1 open spot, so who gonna get cut?
We ain't got to listen to. I'm first. That's why I'm saying trade him for a player. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Try to get Jordan Lewis's contract off the books. You know what I'm saying? Try to get one of
this early.
Yes, this early. Yes.
You need 4 corners.
Listen to me, man. Jordan Lewis, you need him, but you didn't need him last year. And look how you did last year.
We got tore up in the secondary last year.
Getting rid of, doing it for Jordan Lewis or somebody. But Jordan Lewis is a better player, though.
He is a better player, but what are the chances the Dallas Cowboys let Jordan Lewis play on a 1-year deal on a player who consistently gets injured for $4.5 million? My question is this: how confident are you that Jordan Lewis is going to play all 17 games? And he only on 1-year deal. He's basically on the same thing that Tony Pollard's in. I'm not willing.
Well, hold on. Is he healthy enough to even be traded right now? That should be the question, because has he cleared everything to be traded?
Well, I mean, this is just starting off at rumor. So, I mean, if we need to trade his ass, we can definitely get him healthy enough to do it.
he gonna put some bubble gum and popsicle sticks on that list. Walk it out, my boy. You good?
They're not gonna trade for Michael Gallup. They're not gonna trade wide receiver for wide receiver.
No, they're not, man. No. I mean, listen. And then I seen somebody say Toba. No, absolutely not.
If they do it, I'm cool with it. If they do it, if they'll trade me Michael Gallup for Denzel Mims, I'll do it. Take it. I'll do it. Take that $11 million this year. Take it. But I don't think you know what I'm saying? But to move a guy like Jordan Lewis and get that $4 million, which we would instantly save the money, I would do it. And then you got to think like this. What you would be hoping is that you, not necessarily that you find a Deron Bland, but listen, whenever you find like whenever you get a come up, you got to use the come up. Like if you go and find $100 and you broke, you don't go take that $100 and say, I'm not going to spend it, but you just came up. Go actually put that $100 to work. Yeah. I hate people that find money and then want to save it. Hey, what you mean you found $100? Well, you got to go spend that. Go put that towards something that you was trying to get back. Now you up. If you have a situation and you're able to get a Mims in here, and then you need to take that opportunity to save some money. It's which the Cowboys love saving money more than they love making money. That's real. They love saving money. So the thought of bringing in a contract, and then think about this: since Denzel, that means he has what? He has 2 years left on his deal, right?
Your mic off.
Your mic off. Oh my God! It did it again.
One thing I will say though, I don't like that idea. What you just, I don't like the ideology that you just said the Cowboys have, and that's sad because that don't sound like a team that's ready to win.
Ideology, that's a big word.
When you said they like to save money more than make money, like we need to be investing money to win. I'm sick of all the saving
1,
and
2,
being
3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you good
Okay,
now.
I think it's record.
I'm sick of all that. You know what I'm saying? We have to spend money to get 6. I feel like you shouldn't be scared. Money don't make no money. You know how we say. So why they so? I don't know, man. They got to get up out of all of that, man. I want to see them actually go for the gusto, go push all the chips in the front of the table and say we ready to go get it.
Gregory Davis said, "Why not trade Neville Gallimore for Mims?" Shit, I do it.
I mean, what is the number one thing you got to find out with the Jets is what is it that they need?
I think somebody put in the chat box defensive line.
They need defensive line. What else they need?
I don't know.
Dorn's too rich for my blood. Even though I ain't super high on them like that, but not for Mims.
I'm not giving them 6 sacks.
Not for Mims. No.
Not for Mims to come be my third receiver. Nope.
Maybe 5th.
Like, listen, for 6 sacks, I want a starter. Like, listen to me. I'll help. Dorrance Armstrong can help me fix my guard problem if Zack Martin really don't show up. And guess what? He really ain't enough. But somebody will get you halfway. You know what I'm saying? But listen, you need to, I'm going to keep it real. I think the position you really need to be looking for is a guard. Because even if Zack Martin, I believe that I don't believe it's going to happen. I don't believe it's going to happen. But, man, you need to be prepared.
Listen, we sure ain't got another guard to back him up. I mean,
what about Forniak and Walesko?
Well, first and foremost, they trying to play Walesko at right tackle.
TJ Bass
would be a left guard.
They said Stephen Jones, but no, they said Mike McCarthy spoke highly of him. No, that's the only person he got on his team.
But listen,
think about.
Listen,
you got nobody else on the team.
when you talk about somebody playing right guard, I know people think it's like TJ Bass would be a left side player. He played left tackle in college and left guard in college. So if he was a plug in anyway, he would have to play on left side. That's where he's comfortable. Well, Lesko is built like a damn tackle. That's why they put him at their tackle. He's not big. He's not strong enough yet to go move down to that middle and play guard at either side. So he's gonna. And listen, we talk about Lesko. He probably gonna have to start the season instead of Terrence Steele. Remember, because Terrence Steele, it's not a lot for Terrence Steele to be back week 1, week 2, wherever.
It's on a 1-year deal for $3 million. The Cowboys are not as good at contracts as they say they are.
So with that in mind, like, well, let's go. It's probably not even an option because he's probably gonna have to play somewhere else any damn way. So when it comes down to your options that's already on the team, man, you think about Josh Ball, who's not very good, who should not have made the damn team, in my opinion. I'm still talking about that man should not be on this team. And Edoga, who only had like a month of good football in his entire career.
We got a big time need.
This parent is not. I be hoping these folks' parents is not watching Kenny. God damn.
So it's not my fault they don't play well. I cannot come on here and lie to y'all.
And I hope he late on his mortgage, and I hope his restaurant has his grease traps are dirty, and somebody come in there and shut him down for 7 days. God damn.
Damn.
Your son. Listen to me. You raised a good son. You just didn't raise a good tackle guard. That's all it is.
Yeah, like I'm sure he's a great person,
great human being. He's probably a humanitarian. But
tell him to consider podcasting.
We ain't talking about that. Maybe
Hell
he
nah,
needed
hell
CDL.
nah. Don't be acting like you can just come into the podcast game just because you can come in the podcast game. Hell nah. Boy,
Maybe he needed CDL, man. He
do
needed
stuff
Man, he's not CDL,
he
dog.
needed CDL, man.
Dog,
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
not
Hop
the
on the truck.
CDLs. He might need to teach.
Can you
college.
drive? Can you drive?
He might need to be a PE coach.
But yeah, man, we already talked about this a few months ago, and we all got sad after we got done with the discussion about this old line and stuff, man. So
Hold on.
they
Hey,
need to address somebody.
he said, what about the guard from the Jets? That's the guy I said had one good month of football in his entire career. That's who I was talking about.
Idoga.
Idoga.
It's
a warrior name.
It's a hell no.
Hell no.
That sounds like he finna come at you with a spear or something.
Listen to me. You gotta ask me what happened. What's up with that guy that came from that one team?
That ain't it. He ain't the answer.
He ain't the answer.
Hey, if you don't know his first and last name, he ain't shit.
We traded for him though. That's what's sad.
That's how you know he ain't. Because if the Cowboys, what we gave up a pair of Nike Concords Jerry didn't want and some Reebok Classic.
Oh, I need to get some Cortez. I need to get some Cortez. Hold on, you on to something, Wes? I need me another pair.
Y'all boys going retro, ain't you?
Yeah, man.
He's probably go get some. I ain't gonna lie. He probably gonna show up.
That's that Cali swag right there. Y'all still rocking Cortez out there?
You don't
rock everything.
Who is y'all, bro? I am not. I am black, brother. I do not wear Cortez.
You know, back in the days, the color days, and stuff, they were rocking them Cortez out there.
My Latino brother's gonna walk up to you and kindly ask you, "What is up, Holmes?"
Oh my God, y'all
have the thickest suits with the Cortez on.
For real, man. I don't know what's for real. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, we've been on here for it. Hey, let's go through these final thoughts real quick, man. So let's wrap this thing up, put a nice little bow on it real quick. Zack Martin, is he coming to training camp or not? I need to know answers, yes or no.
He'll come to training camp because they're gonna get the contract done.
When?
Probably tomorrow. How did shit happen last time? They said they didn't see his car. Like shit. This is probably we up here talking about this now. By the time I get off of work, they're gonna have a breaking news. Zack Martin just signed a lucrative extension, making him the highest paid guard in Dallas Cowboys history.
Landlord, does Zack Martin get paid? Yes or no? When is he coming back?
Well, it depends on who negotiating. If it's Jerry, yes. If it's Steven, I don't know. He might fumble it. But I think so, though. I think he'll get paid. Before this week out, I think they'll do something to his liking, and he'll be at training camp, and all is well.
He'll be paid by 7:00 tonight.
Okay.
He ain't said by the end of the night.
My thoughts are he will get paid, and he will be in training camp. But I will tell y'all this. On the slight chance that it doesn't happen and he's not at training camp, hit the panic button. Tell y'all that right now, because we will be in a new era of Cowboy football. Because, listen, I've always made statements about the Cowboys putting money and things over play and things like this, but this is going to be a very good life lesson if they don't play Zack, because it is going to be very obvious to Cowboy fans that what we've been telling you guys is very true. And it happens to everyone. It ain't black, blue, green. They don't give a damn. This is the way we do business. I'm hoping that the Dallas Cowboys show me something differently. That's what I'm hoping. Because I'm going to tell y'all, in the back of my mind, history says that Zack won't be there. Because I'm going to tell y'all, look about this, fellas. The only reason why we're believing that it's going to happen is because it's Zack Martin. Mm-hmm. That's what we're really holding.
It makes too much sense,
bro. That's what we're holding our hands on, bro. But think about this: trading Amari Cooper for a 5th round pick, bro. I got on here and I swore for God, I said the Cowboys are not that dumb. There's no way you give up a guy, give up a 1st round pick, and to not get at least halfway close to that back. Guess what? Cowboys did it, bro.
Now Trayvon looking over his shoulder like, dang, they handling Zack like this?
Bro, Micah should be looking over his shoulder.
They handling Zack like this?
Boy, Dak. Y'all be forgetting this man gonna make $60 million next year. They don't give his extension done.
What do you have to do in Dallas to guarantee you get paid?
That's the problem right there, Wes.
Blackmail Jerry Jones.
We went over this. You got to give us a format to get paid, a format to success, a blueprint to success in cowboy land. If I can't come here, do everything right, not be in trouble, produce tremendously on the field, and get my money, why am I here? Like, what else do you want from the players? What else do you want?
You're putting them in an impossible expectations. Like, it's just impossible. You know what I'm saying? It's an impossible expectation. And I'm going to tell you this right now, telling them, oh, they have to win a Super Bowl. You can't pay teams. The players don't get paid off Super Bowls because it's so much of a team goal. And think about this. The NFL player doesn't even get paid by the team when they're in the playoffs. Guess who plays their salary in the playoffs? The NFL does. You want to know why? Because the NFL doesn't want to put a team in a situation where it's more beneficial for them to not make the playoffs. Why? Because they don't want to pay the players.
Right. So just in case anybody was wondering about, how costly it will be to hold out. All right. So per the CBA, and this from Todd Archer.
Remind you, he's already a millionaire.
Yeah. So per the CBA, an unexcused late reporting or absence from training camp by a player under contract faces a fine of $50,000 per day. How many days of training camp are there?
26.
26. So let's do the quick little math. What is 26?
Not enough. Not
times
enough.
50.
That's not enough. It's not enough.
So that'd be like what, 1.3 million.
Listen to me. His agent can give him that. His agent. Listen to
alley-oop, huh?
And think about this. Also, remember, like this, fines. You know what a fine is? A fine is technically a tax write-off. Because that's money that you're not collecting. So that's going to be $1.5 million that he's not going to have to report his income also.
True.
That boy Henny looking. You crazy.
Huh?
You was a country boy for real. That boy. Like,
hey,
how do you get juice in your teeth? How do you get juice stuck in your teeth?
Hey, boy, it's that lemonade, man.
He wanted every fiber of flavor that was possible.
Boy, that shit was delicious and refreshing. I don't know what you boys talking about.
Right?
That boy said it was delicious and refreshing. Both of them. He said he wanted every fiber of flavor out of that shit.
Boy, you know that shit good. You gotta look at the damn bottle, like what they put in here.
Listen. Hey, listen. It's we got 2 minutes before I got to kick y'all off here. I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. There's a lot that's gonna happen today. There's a lot that needs to talk about. I feel like tonight, if everybody's down, I'm down to do a uncut midnight, a can't sleep cowboy. That's what we're gonna start calling them. I just come up with these names on the fly. Can't sleep cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Landlord, your boy HTM. And landlord get off about midnight out. That's 10 o'clock out here. If you down to do it, I'm definitely down to do a can't sleep cowboy to end tonight, to wrap up today and everything that happened today. Because today there's a lot of stuff that's going to be a lot of comments going to put out. It's going to be a lot of content that's put out today. It's going to be a lot of stuff that's put out today. And I absolutely love it. Why? I absolutely love it because training camp is next week. Listen to me. We're only going to do the show if you guys can let us know right now you're going to watch it, because I'm not going to have landlord doing no 10-hour shift and then coming home at 12 o'clock, getting on here with his glasses on. He looking tired with the glass. He look rested now, but he looked tired with the glasses on. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna have Henny waiting up till midnight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are gonna watch the show, if you guys gonna come on here, if we gonna bang the midnight oil, let us know right now in the comment box. Let us know in the comment box right now, and we'll get on here. 10 o'clock. I'll make it my day to get on here and we'll do this thing. All right. Right. But, he says Melo watch the tape on maybe he's nice and accurate. I heard that. He says, I thought, man, I ain't gonna I be smoking. None of these, I'm the only person on here that smoke.
They all said they're gonna watch. Justin Valentine said he'll jump on. Joaquin Myers said we're gonna watch. Lucky Johnson said he thought landlord was high.
He don't even smoke.
If I smoke some weed, boy, ooh-wee.
Darren Southern, yes, after 10 p.m. Cali time, 12 p.m. Central Standard. Top Flight said he down. My boy is to easy said he'll jump on. Bet. Well, shit, I'll stay up there.
Yeah, we'll get it done for y'all, man. Y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card.
It's 1 o'clock Eastern time, King.
Hey, send that thumbnail to my inbox, please. To my inbox, to my Facebook inbox, Landlord Kitty. If not, I can try you.
I got you.
All right. Hey, so can't sleep Cowboys tonight. We'll see y'all later on tonight. These dudes got to get to work, and I got to get in the trap. You already know what it is. Never look down.